Yeah, and year one is in many ways a cultivating an inner life, inner practices, all these things that undergird and are foundational for our own spiritual journey before we are concerning ourselves with how we're going to implement this in our context.
That is correct. And those leaders who are on this journey already, we're taking them deeper. There's always more, right? So we find that a lot of folks who are applying to Emmaus have been on this. They're familiar with many of the concepts. They've been introduced to retreats and Sabbath and whatnot. And we just keep leading them deeper into those experiences.
If year one is about forming and shaping the life of the leader, what is year two? What happens in year two?
So year two focuses more on leadership itself, where we are equipping folks to lead in a formational way, which is to say, it's a way of leading that is focused on the people being led rather than the agenda or vision of the leader themselves. So how do we become present to someone and God's work in their lives and then create space and opportunity for them to keep growing? When people cotton onto this idea and grasp this concept, we find new leaders are born because God has called us to lead in this way, whether in the marketplace or in ministry. I mean, when we're serving people, we want to see them thrive. This is what needs to be done. So new leaders come to realize their gifts are, wow, they meet those very needs. And we find that experienced leaders are transformed in the way they can lead, and allows whatever their style of leadership is or whatever their scope or scale is really changed into a greater depth, greater compassion, a deeper sense of rootedness in their calling to lead and in the fruitfulness of that leadership for the benefit of others.